shouldn't be muted. Now I'm not muted. I said work was long. I stayed an hour later today and 2 hours later yesterday because we're in a bit of a project and it's irritating. But other than that, everything's been good. And I said I need a haircut. Look at this crazy hair. I'm going to get it cut tomorrow by Michael. Now it's good. Now it's not muted. And I was saying I want to get right into this so we can get to Samson. Samson's on deck. Oh, I needed that page. Un momento. Okay. Yeah, we should get to Samson today. No, we're not going to read from the Black Chronicles today, unfortunately. Samson baffles my mind. I don't think he's from like a guy's point of view. And also if you consider that I think he was pretty dumb, it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy that a dude would be a simp for, Samson's probably getting around, right? Samson's probably got access to all the ladies, but that one is the one that'll get you. And that's what Delilah was. Right? It's Delilah, right? Yeah. She was that vixen. She's the one that got him. And he just started simping for her. And I think he was dumb. I don't think he was a very smart guy. So you had some simpery, and some very low IQ. I'm talking like 40 IQ. That's what happens. You get got by a vixen. All right, we're not at Samson yet, though. We're at chapter 9. I don't think that starts till chapter 12. I think we first run into Samson in chapter 12. Yep, Samson's birth is in 13, so let's get there. Israel turns from God. Again? Shocker. Chapter 9. And Abimelech, the son of Jerubbaal, went to Shechem unto his mother's brethren, and communed with them, and with all the family of the house of his mother's father, saying, Speak, I pray you, in the ears of all the men of Shechem, whether is better for you, either that all the sons of Jerubbaal, which are 70 persons, he's the one that had a lot of babies, 70 kids, reign over you, or that one reigns over you. Remember also that I am your bone and your flesh. And his mother's brethren spake of him in the ears of all the men of Shechem, all these words, and their hearts inclined to follow Abimelech, for they said, He is our brother. And they gave him 70 pieces of silver out of the house of Baalberith, wherewith Abimelech hired vain and light persons, which followed him. And he went. So is Abimelech becoming king? Is this when they pick a king over God? And he went upon his father's house at Oprah, and slew his brethren and the sons of Jerubbaal, being 70 persons. He killed all of them? He killed all 70 of them upon one stone. Notwithstanding, yet Botham, the youngest son of Jerubbaal, was left, and he hid himself. And all the men of Shechem gathered together, and all the house of Milo, and went and made Abimelech king by the plain of the pillar that was in Shechem. And when they told it to Jotham, he went and stood in the top of Mount Gerizim, and lifted up his voice and cried, and said unto them, Hearken unto me, ye men of Shechem, that God may hearken unto you. The trees went forth on a time to anoint a king over them. And they said unto the olive tree, Reign thou over us. But the olive tree said unto them, Should I leave my fatness wherewith by me they honor God and men, and go to be promoted over the trees? Okay, hold on. So this is where they're going to make Abimelech king. And God said this would happen eventually. So Abimelech kills homeboy Jerubbaal and his 70 sons. That's wild. And Jerubbaal is Gideon. Yeah, Jerubbaal is Gideon. So Gideon's 70 sons is who Abimelech just killed. And now they're making Abimelech king. And they told it to Jotham. And Jotham's like, no, we were warned about this. Told it to Jotham. He went and stood in the top of Mount Gerizim and lifted up his voice and cried and said unto them, Hearken unto me, ye men of Shechem, that God may hearken unto you. The trees went forth on a time to anoint a king over them. And they said unto the olive tree, Reign thou over us. But the olive tree said unto them, Should I leave my fatness wherewith by me they honor God and man, and go to be promoted over the trees? Should I leave my fatness wherewith by me they honor God and man, and go to be promoted over the trees? And the tree said to the fig tree, Come thou and reign over us. But the fig tree said unto them, Should I forsake my sweetness and my good fruit to go be promoted over the trees? So they're trying to find he's making a parable, and I'm trying to follow it. Then said the trees unto the vine, Come thou and reign over us. And the vine said unto them, Should I leave my wine, which cheereth God and man, and go to be promoted over the trees? Then said all the trees unto the bramble, Come thou and reign over us. And the bramble said unto the trees, If in truth ye anoint me king over you, then come and put your trust in my shadow. And if not, let fire come out of the bramble and devour the cedars of Lebanon. Now therefore, if ye have done truly and sincerely, in that ye have made Abimelech king, and ye have dealt well with Jerubbaal and his house, and have done unto him according to the deserving of his hands. For my father fought for you, and adventured his life far, and delivered you out of the hand of Midian. And ye risen up against my father's house this day, and have slain his sons 70 persons upon one stone, and have made Abimelech, the son of his maidservant, king over the men of Shechem, because he is your brother? If ye then have dealt truly and sincerely with Jerubbaal and with his house this day, then rejoice ye in Abimelech, and let him also rejoice in you. But if not, let fire come out of Abimelech, and devour the men of Shechem and the house of Milo, and let fire come out from the men of Shechem and from the house of Milo, and devour Abimelech. And Jotham ran away and fled, and went to Beer, and dwelt there for fear of Abimelech his brother. So he put a curse on him. He basically told this story about the trees and the bramble, and the trees end up going to the bramble. And if you know anything about bramble and trees, the bramble's going to swallow up the trees. They left the protection of a tree, God, for the crappy, almost no protection of the bramble, the king. Right. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. And also the bramble will swallow up the trees. So they're basically giving the power over to a lesser man. But he says, if this is the right thing to be done, if this is, Jotham says, if this is what needs to be done, then, he'll protect us. But if this was done for the wrong reasons, then fire's going to come out of him like the fire that comes out of the bramble, and it's going to burn you up. One second. So we'll see if they're going to get burnt up or if they're going to prosper. I think that's going to be the former. And Jotham ran away and fled, and went to Beer, and dwelt there for fear of Abimelech his brother. When Abimelech had reigned 3 years over Israel, then God sent an evil spirit between Abimelech and the men of Shechem, and the men of Shechem dealt treacherously with Abimelech, that the cruelty done to the 70 sons of Jerubbaal might come, and their blood be laid upon Abimelech their brother, which slew them, and upon the men of Shechem, which aided him in the killing of his brethren. And the men of Shechem set liers in wait for him in the top of the mountains, and they robbed all that came along that way by them. And it was told Abimelech. And Gaal, the son of Ebed, came with his brethren and went over to Shechem, and the men of Shechem put their confidence in him. And they went out into the fields and gathered their vineyards and trode the grapes and made merry and went into the house of their God, lowercase g, and did eat and drink and cursed Abimelech. And Gaal, the son of Ebed, said, Who is Abimelech and who is Shechem, that we should serve him? Is not he the son of Jerubbaal and Zebul his officer? Serve the men of Hamor, the father of Shechem, for why should we serve him? And would to God this people were under my hand. Then would I remove Abimelech. And he said to Abimelech, Increase thine army and come out. And when Zebul, the ruler of the city, heard the words of Gaal, the son of Ebed, his anger was kindled. And he sent messengers unto Abimelech, privily, saying, Behold, Gaal, the son of Ebed, and his brethren be come to Shechem, and behold, they fortified the city against thee. So he's snitching. What's up, Brick? They wanted that suffering. Is our Josh growing his dreads back? No, I need a haircut tomorrow. Why are you talking about how my hair looks? All right, Brick. Thank you. So they're raising up. He tells them, this Gaal lady, she's raising up enemies against Abimelech. Now therefore, up by night thou and the people that is with thee, and lie in wait in the field. And it shall be that in the morning, as soon as the sun is up, thou shalt rise early and set upon the city. And behold, when he and the people that is with him come out against thee, then mayest thou do to them as thou shalt find occasion. Uh-oh. You know they're going to find some freaky things occasion to do. And Abimelech rose up, and all the people that were with him by night, and they laid wait against Shechem in 4 companies. And Gaal, the son of Ebed, went out and stood in the entering of the gate of the city. And Abimelech rose up, and the people that were with him from lying in wait. And when Gaal saw the people, he said to Zebul, Behold, there come people down from the top of the mountains. And Zebul said unto him, Thou seest the shadow of the mountains as if they were men. Oh, no, he doesn't. And Gaal spake again and said, See, there come people down by the middle of the land, and another company come along by the plain of Meonim, dishing dinner. So that he ain't seeing, those aren't mountains, those are people coming down, coming to get him. Then said Zebul unto him, Where is now thy mouth, wherewith thou saidst, Who is Abimelech, that we should serve him? Is not this the people that thou hast despised? Go out, I pray now, and fight with them. You see them coming, go fight with them. You were complaining about them, go get them. My third favorite scene, Stroll. Dang, I'm losing places. I'm losing position. Go out and fight them. You were the one talking ish. All right. And Gaal went out before the men of Shechem and fought with Abimelech. He did fight him. And Abimelech chased him, and he fled before him. And many were overthrown and wounded, even unto the entering of the gate. And Abimelech dwelt at Arumah, and Zebul thrust out Gaal and his brethren, that they should not dwell in Shechem. And it came to pass on the morrow that the people... So Zebul is not... Because this lady was like, Yo, Zebul, you're the king, not this Abimelech guy. And Zebul's like, you know what? You're right. Hey, Abimelech, she's talking crap. Come get her. He sided with dang Abimelech. He's a beta. Dude, this chapter is long. Holy cow. Where was I? And it came to pass on the morrow that the people went out in the field, and they told Abimelech. And he took the people and divided them into 3 companies, and laid wait in the field, and looked, and behold, the people were come forth out of the city. And he rose up against them and smote them. And Abimelech and the company that was with him rushed forward, and stood in the entering of the gate of the city. And the 2 other companies ran upon all the people that were in the fields, and slew them. And Abimelech fought against the city all that day, and he took the city and slew the people that was therein, and beat down the city and sowed it to salt. So is Abimelech a judge? Is he counted as one of the judges? Or a king? How do you spell it? C-H. Abimelech. C-H. A judge. I think he's a king. Abimelech is not considered one of the judges. He is a figure from the book of Judges, but his role is primarily as an oppressor and a short-lived ruler, not a leader who saved Israel. While a story is included in the book of Judges due to his connection with Gideon and the traditions surrounding the house of Gideon. Okay, yeah. And Gideon is Jerubbaal. Same thing, same person, different name. He got a new name. Christ gave me a new name. So Abimelech is the king, though, right now. But Zebul is Jerubbaal's, is Gideon's dad, right? Or his brother. I can't remember. And Abimelech fought against the city all that day, and took the city, and slew the people that were therein, and beat down the city, and sowed it with salt. And when all the men of the tower of Shechem heard that, they entered into an hold on the house of the god Berith. And it was told Abimelech that all the men of the tower of Shechem were gathered together. And Abimelech gat him up to Mount Zalmon, he and all the people that were with him. And Abimelech took an axe in his hand, and cut down a bough from the trees, and took it and laid it on his shoulder, and said unto the people that were with him, What ye have seen me do, make haste, and do as I have done. And all the people likewise cut down every man his bough, and followed Abimelech, and put them to the hold, and set the hold on fire upon them, so that all the men of the tower of Shechem died also, about 1,000 men and women. Wait, what? Put to the hold. Set the hold. So they all put sticks on their shoulders. What does that mean? They all put sticks on their shoulders, and then I guess they piled the sticks up at the tower, and they lit the tower on fire. What's the point of 49? Judges 9:49. I need a visual. Gather branches and set fire to a tower. Okay, so that's all it means. So it sounded like he told them to put the logs on their shoulders and light the logs on fire. That's not what he was saying. He's saying, cut you a bough and carry it over here, throw it on the tower. Light that piece. Light it up. He a two-timing Timmy. Who's a two-timing Timmy? Judge, jury, and executioner. Judge, jury, and executioner. All right. Okay, so they lit the tower on fire. Men of the tower of Shechem died also, about 1,000 men and women. Then went Abimelech to the Bez, and encamped against the Bez, and took it. But there was a strong tower within the city, and thither fled all the men and women, and all they of the city that shut it to them, and gat them up to the top of the tower. Well, we saw that this was a bad idea last time. And Abimelech came unto the tower and fought against it, and went hard unto the door of the tower to burn it with fire. And a certain woman cast a piece of millstone upon Abimelech's head, and all to break his skull, and all to break his skull. Then he called hastily unto the young man his armor bearer, and said unto him, Draw thy sword and slay me, that men say not of me, a woman slew him. And his young man thrust him through, and he died. He's like, I don't want him to remember that I got killed by that lady. That's kind of gangster, to be honest, though. You know? Paintings of Stegosauruses. Stegosauruses. Dude, she dropped a rock on his head. And he said, stab me, so that they can't say a woman killed me. And when the men of Israel saw that Abimelech was dead, they departed, every man unto his place. Well, I guess that's over. Thus God remembered the wickedness of Abimelech, which he did unto his father in slaying his 70 brethren. Yeah, you murder your 70 brothers and your dad and just the sons. Not good, not good. And all the evil of the men of Shechem did God render upon their heads. And upon them came the curse of Jotham, the son of Jerubbaal. The curse of Jotham, the son of Gideon. Chapter 10. And after Abimelech, there arose to defend Israel Tola, the son of Puah, the son of Dodo, a man of Issachar, and he dwelt in Shamir in Mount Ephraim. And he judged Israel 23 years, and died and was buried in Shamir. What's his name? That's our next judge. Tola. What is this, the 6th or the 5th? I think Gideon was the 5th. This is the 6th judge. Abimelech does not count as a judge. He was technically the first king. It calls him a ruler, but it said king in here. But on Google, it said a ruler. But he was one of the first, but he was an oppressive ruler. He was a bad time ruler. Tola, I think, is the sixth judge. At least that we're told of. These names are getting crazy. Pua, Tola, and Dodo. Sound like Dragon Ball characters. Like cartoon characters. Okay. And he judged Israel 23 years and died and was buried in Shamir. Well, that's a short story for that judge. And after him arose Jair, a Gileadite, and judged Israel 22 years. Jair. Now we're skipping through the judges very quickly. These are very inconsequential judges. They don't have much of a story. 7th judge is Jair. A Gileadite, he judged for 22 years. And he had 30 sons that rode on 30 ass colts. And they had 30 cities, which are called Havoth Jair unto this day, which are in the land of Gilead. And Jair died and was buried in Camon. And the children of Israel did evil against the sight of the Lord, and served Baalim and Ashtaroth, and the gods of Syria, and the gods of Zidon, and the gods of Moab, and the gods of the children of Ammon, and the gods of the Philistines, and forsook the Lord, and served not him. Well, yeah, you're serving all those other gods. You don't got time for the real God. What's up, King? Todoroki? What's Todu? He stole these names from Todoroki. I don't know what that is. Is it anime? Are you on top chat or live chat? I'm on top chat. Why? Is there some degenerate stuff going on if I go to live chat? What's a Todoroki? Now I'm on live chat. There's was watching Louder with Crowder. They mentioned some scientists, people found stuff and things that lead to believe dinos and humans coexisted. Paintings in caves on the other side of the world. Yeah, I know, Chuck. They're late to the party. I've been known this. I've been trying to talk to them, but, they ain't listening. They ain't listening. One day, people have like an epiphany moment with me. They'll listen to me for a while. They'll be like, this guy's goofy. This guy's crazy. What's this guy talking about? But eventually, you have the epiphany moment where you realize Josh was always right about everything. Then it all makes sense. It all makes sense. I'm telling you. All right. Carney's Ride. Always great hearing your Bible study. Thank you, sir. All right. So we're at the 7th judge, Jair. I think they're starting to speed through them a little quicker until we get to Samson. So Jair died and was buried in Canaan, and the children of Israel did evil. We already read this. And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he sold them into the hands of the Philistines and into the hands of the children of Ammon. And that year they vexed and oppressed the children of Israel 18 years, all the children of Israel that were on the side of Jordan in the land of the Amorites, which is in Gilead. Moreover, the children of Ammon passed over Jordan to fight also against Judah and against Benjamin. Don't be messing with Judah and Benjamin now. And against the house of Ephraim, so that Israel was sore distressed. Well, God told you what would happen. You start worshiping Baal and Ashtaroth. God told you what was going to happen. So don't be complaining. And the children of Israel cried unto the... I just told you, don't be complaining. Very next line. And the children of Israel cried unto the Lord, saying, we have sinned against thee, both because we have forsaken our God and also served Baalim. Yeah. Yes, you have. Congrats. You figured it out yet again. What's that like, to just constantly we'll follow God. Tomorrow let's follow Baalim. I mean, I guess the same thing still happens. It's just in worldly things, actions, instead of worshiping goat God. All right, verse 11. And the Lord said unto the children of Israel, did not I deliver you from the Egyptians and from the Amorites, from the children of Ammon and from the Philistines, the Zidonians also, and the Amalekites, and the Maonites, I like Mayo, and did oppress you. I can't turn the page. Struggling to turn the page. Here we go. And he cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hand. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen based. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. That's so based. Go and cry to your other gods, Israelites. Don't come crying to me. I told you. I told you what to do. It ain't complicated. Of course they're going to cry to God when things get bad. Yeah. Shocker. Shocker. And the children of Israel said unto the Lord, we have sinned. Do thou unto us whatsoever seemeth good unto thee. Deliver us only, we pray thee, this day. So do whatever you think's good to be done with us, except for, light us all on fire. Deliver us, please, today. Do whatever you want to us, God. Just please keep us alive today. Just for today. Tomorrow we'll talk again. And they put away the strange gods from among them and served the Lord. And his soul was grieved for the misery of Israel. Then the children of Ammon were gathered together and encamped in Gilead. And the children of Israel assembled themselves together and encamped in Mizpeh. And the people and princes of Gilead said one to another, what man is he that will bring to fight against the children of Ammon? He shall be head over all the inhabitants of Gilead. So I think we're still not at Samson yet. We're going to be getting to the Samson at the end of the reading today. Yeah, okay. We still got Jephthah. Jephthah, not Jethro, Jephthah. Did your finger hit the button yet, or are you just gonna hover? Oh, she's quick on the trigger. She's quick on the trigger. Okay, chapter 11. Jephthah. Now Jephthah, the Gileadite. Good day, mate. Gileadite was a mighty man of valor, and he was the son of an harlot. And Gilead begat Jephthah. Gilead was the son of a harlot? What the? And Gilead begat Jephthah. And Gilead's wife bare him sons. And his wife's sons grew up, and they thrust out Jephthah, and said unto him, Thou shalt not inherit in our father's house, for thou art the son of a strange woman. That woman, that's a strange woman. Dang, wait. So, Jephthah was a mighty man. So, Gilead, okay, so Gilead was sneaking around with some strange. He was getting him some strange. And he made Jephthah. But his wife gave him a bunch of other sons, and they didn't like Jephthah because he was a bastard. He was a bastard son. He was like Jon Snow. Okay. Not inherit our father's house, for thou art the son of a strange woman. And Jephthah fled from his brethren and dwelt in the land of Tob. Well, we know how this always turns out. Jephthah's going to come back and be king. And dwelt in the land of Tob, and there were gathered vain men to Jephthah, and went out with him. And it came to pass in process of time that the children of Ammon made war against Israel. And it was so that when the children of Ammon made war against Israel, the elders of Gilead went to fetch Jephthah out of the land of Tob. And they said unto Jephthah, Come and be our captain, that we may fight with the children of Ammon. And Jephthah said unto the elders of Gilead, Did not ye hate me and expel me out of my father's house? And why are you come unto me now when ye are in distress? Oh, you asking for help now because you're in a war? Jephthah's mom was a hoe. That's right. 304. Okay. Why you coming to me when you're in a time of distress? And the elders of Gilead said unto Jephthah, Therefore we turn against to thee now, that thou mayest go with us and fight against the children of Ammon, and be our head over all the inhabitants of Gilead. And Jephthah said unto the elders of Gilead, If ye bring me home again to fight against the children of Ammon, and the Lord deliver them before me, shall I be your head? And the elders of Gilead said unto Jephthah, The Lord be witness between us. If we do not so according to thy words, then the Lord be witness between us if we do not so according to thy words. Okay, so they're swearing to God. Then Jephthah went with and you don't break that promise, God gonna come down quick. Then Jephthah went with the elders of Gilead, and the people made him head and captain over them. And Jephthah uttered all his words before the Lord of Mizpeh. And Jephthah sent messengers unto the king of the children of Ammon, saying, What hast thou to do with me, that thou art come against me to fight in my land? And the king of the children of Ammon answered unto the messengers of Jephthah, Because Israel took away my land when they came up out of Egypt, from Arnon even unto Jabbok, and unto Jordan. Now therefore restore those lands again peacefully. Oh, there's a land battle between Israel and surrounding areas? Shocker. Who could have ever guessed that there's trouble in the Middle East? Who could have ever thunk it? And Jephthah sent messengers again unto the king of the children of Ammon, and said unto him, Thus saith Jephthah, Israel took not away the land of Moab, nor the land of the children of Ammon. He's going to say, God gave it to us. We didn't take nothing. God gave it to us. But when Israel came up from Egypt and walked through the wilderness unto the Red Sea, and came to Kadesh, then Israel sent messengers unto the king of Edom, saying, Let me, I pray thee, pass through thy land. But the king of Edom would not hearken thereto. And in like manner they sent unto the king of Moab, but he would not consent, and Israel abode in Kadesh. So basically, Remember back in the Deuteronomy, in the Leviticus times, in the Numbers, in the Exodus, when they would keep asking these kings, "Yo, we just want to pass through. We we won't even drink your water. We won't pick your plants. We just want to walk through here. Can we walk through?" And the kings would say, "No, you can't walk through." Dude, God was keeping a list. And God was saying, "Okay, that's going to be their land. That's going to be their land. That's going to be their land." So now this king's saying, "Hey, you stole all our land when you came out of Egypt. We want it back." And he's saying, "No, no, no, no. We didn't steal your land. We asked to pass through nicely. You said no, so we took your land. It's our land now." Then they went along through the wilderness and compassed the land of Edom and the land of Moab, and came by the east side of the land of Moab, and pitched on the other side of Arnon, but came not within the border of Moab, for Arnon was the border of Moab. And Israel sent messengers unto Sihon, king of the Amorites, the king of Heshbon. And Israel said unto him, "Let us pass, we pray thee, through thy land into my place." But Sihon trusted not Israel to pass through his coast, but Sihon gathered all his people together, and pitched in Jahaz, and fought against Israel. And the Lord God of Israel delivered Sihon and all his people into the hand of Israel, and they smote them. So Israel possessed all the land of the Amorites, the inhabitants of that country. And they possessed all the coasts of the Amorites, from Arnon even unto Jabbok, and from the wilderness even unto Jordan. So now the Lord God of Israel hath dispossessed the Amorites from before his people, Israel, and shouldest thou possess it? Wilt thou not possess that which Chemosh thy God giveth thee to possess? So whomever the Lord our God shall drive out from before us, them we will possess. So they did get to it. They basically said, if your God gives you some land to possess, won't you? Isn't that your land? Well, our God gave us this land to possess, so beat cheeks, or beat feet, kick rocks, deuces. Deuces. Is Anson being rude to the ladies? Okay. Next verse. Where are we at? 25. And now art thou anything better than Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab? Did he ever strive against Israel, or did he ever fight against them? While Israel dealt in Heshbon and her towns, and in Aroer and her towns, and in all the cities that be along by the coasts of Arnon, 300 years. Why therefore did ye not recover them within that time? Wherefore I have not sinned against thee, but thou doest me wrong to war against me. The Lord, the judge, be judge this day between the children of Israel and the children of Ammon. Howbeit the king of the children of Ammon hearkened not unto the words of Jephthah, which he sent him. Then the Spirit of the Lord came upon Jephthah, and he passed over Gilead and Manasseh, and passed over Mizpeh of Gilead, and from Mizpeh of Gilead he passed over unto the children of Ammon. And Jephthah vowed a vow unto the Lord, and said, If thou shalt without fail deliver the children of Ammon into mine hands, then it shall be that whosoever cometh forth of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the children of Ammon, shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it up for a burnt offering. So Jephthah passed over unto the children of Ammon to fight against them, and the Lord delivered them into his hands. And he smote them from Aroer, even till thou come to Minnith, even 20 cities, and unto the plain of the vineyards with a very great slaughter. Thus the children of Ammon were subdued before the children of Israel. And Jephthah came to Mizpeh unto his house, and behold, his daughter came out to meet him with timbrels and with dances, and she was his only child. Beside her, he had neither son or daughter. And it came to pass when he saw her that he rent his clothes and said, Alas, my daughter, thou hast brought me very low, and thou art one of them that trouble me. Oh no. For I have opened my mouth unto the Lord, and I cannot go back. You get what you guys get? Are you picking up on what's getting put down here? He said, God, I'll go fight. But if I win, if you deliver them into my hands, I'm going to walk back into my village or into this village. And the first person that comes out and approaches me, I'm going to give to you as a burnt offering. And the first person to come up to him is his daughter. She walks out of the house. Dun, dun, dun. Hold on, let me see this. Judges 11. Let me make sure I'm getting all this right. Summary. I'm looking for something real quick. He is a judge, so he counts as a judge. So he's our 8th judge. He's our 8th judge. Yeah. Yep. He made a vow with God that he would sacrifice the first person to greet him upon his return home, which is a crazy vow to make, by the way. Like, who do you think is going to be the first person to greet you? Probably your wife, your family, your friends. Why would you make that deal? So he's the 8th judge. What a crazy deal to make. Yeah, he's the 8th. Jephthah came to Mizpah. Okay, I'm going to highlight this. So he said, Then it shall be, whatsoever cometh forth of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the children of Ammon, shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it up for a burnt offering. Why would you make that deal? Why would you offer that? The first person of my doors, the first person that comes out of the doors of my house when I get home to greet me. Burnt offering time. That's kind of wild. Let's see if he's going to do it. And I cannot go back. Verse 36. And he said unto him, My father, if thou hast opened my mouth unto the Lord, do to me according to that which hath proceeded out of thy mouth. For as much as the Lord hath taken vengeance for thee of thine enemies, even of the children of Ammon. And she said unto her father, Let this thing be done for me. Let me alone 2 months, that I may go up and down upon the mountains and bewail my virginity, I and my fellows. Bewail my virginity? Like grieve over the fact that she's going to die a virgin? Or get rid of her virginity? Bewail my virginity, meaning to mourn or express great sorrow over the loss or potential loss of one's virginity. Well, you're not going to lose your virginity, sweetheart. You're about to lose your life. You're about to get toasty roasted. Terrible deal to make. Didn't he read Trump's book? I know. And this is like, I think there's a good lesson here. Don't be trying to make deals with God. Don't be trying to do the art of the deal. Hi, dear God, I'm Donald Trump. All I ask is for world peace. And I'll deal with these lefties for the rest of my life. All right, Trump. Have fun with the lefties. What a terrible deal to make. You don't try to wheel and deal with God. That's a horrible idea. Terrible deal to make. Worst deal ever. Not a good deal. I wouldn't have made the deal. God said to me, what do you think of that deal? I said, it's a really bad deal. Oh, man. Okay, hold on, though. She might get rescued. We'll see. We'll see if God has Okay. Let me go up alone 2 months, that I may go up and down upon the mountains and bewail my virginity, I and my fellows. And he said, Go. And he sent her away for 2 months. And she went with her companions and bewailed her virginity upon the mountains. And it came to pass at the end of 2 months that she returned unto her father, who did with her according to his vows which he had vowed. And she knew no man. And it was a custom in Israel. And it was a custom in Israel. It's a custom to make deals with God about betting your daughter and winning and losing the bet. And I don't think and it was a custom in Israel. Maybe it means it was a story told in Israel. Oh, poor girl. I know, she didn't do nothing. She got cooked. He was hoping for God to do an Abraham. He was like, I heard the story of Abraham before. If I just get the torch, put her on the stake, light the torch, God will provide a lamb. And God was like, no. No. Nope. Dang. Savage. Don't be making deals with God. God told you to wipe out that city. So you say, yes, God, I'll do it right away, God. When God says we sick, I say, yes, God. When God says he's sick, I say, yes, God, we sick. Yes, Amasa, we sick. That's what I say. You don't say, God tells you to go fight a city. You don't say, all right, God, but if I do, you're going to make me king? If I do, I'll make a sacrifice. I'll make a sacrifice of the first human that walks out of my own house and says hi to me. And God's like, okay, well, I didn't ask you to do all that, but since you swore it, you got to do it now. Sucks for you. God's like, I told you not to be swearing to me, but you did it. So stake her up. It's go time. And it was a custom in Israel that the daughters of Israel went yearly to lament the daughter of Japha, the Gileadite, 4 days in a year. So every year they'd go that was the custom in Israel. I needed to finish the sentence. It was a custom in Israel that every year the daughters would go up for 4 days and mourn her. Okay. Chapter 12. And then we get to the boy. We'll do 12 and 13 and then we'll be out for the day. All right. Chapter 12. Jephthah's going to get some get back here. I think he gets a little bit of that was kind of douchey of Jephthah, but I think he does a little better here. And the men of Ephraim gathered themselves together and went northward and said unto Jephthah, Wherefore passed thou over to fight against the children of Ammon, and didst not call us to go with thee? We will burn thy houses upon thee with fire. And Jephthah said unto them, I and my people were at great strife with the children of Ammon, and when I called you, you delivered me not out of their hands. And when I saw that you delivered me not, I put my life in my hands and passed over against the children of Ammon, and the Lord delivered them into mine hand. Wherefore then are ye come up unto me this day to fight against me? Who are you to come against me to fight? They said, why didn't you bring us when you went and fought them? We wanted some of the land too. And he said, all those times that I was calling you for help, you didn't say nothing. So we went and we got it done. And now you're going to come and ask me, what's up? What's good? What's good? We're doing the the Black Covenant Bible or whatever it's called. Wherefore then are you come up to me this day to fight against me? Then Jephthah gathered together all the men of Gilead and fought with Ephraim. And the men of Gilead smote Ephraim because they said, Ye Gileadites are fugitives of Ephraim, among the Ephraimites and among the Manasseites. And the Gileads took the passengers of Jordan before the Ephraimites. And it was so that when those Ephraimites which were escaped said, Let me go over, that the men of Gilead said unto him, Art thou an Ephraimite? And he said, Nay. Then said they unto him, Say now, Shibboleth. And he said, Shibboleth, for he could not frame to pronounce it right. Wait, me neither. Hey, we got something in common. So it's Shibboleth. And he said, Sibboleth. It's Shibboleth. And he said, Sibboleth, for he could not frame to pronounce it right. Then they took him and slew him at the passages of Jordan because he couldn't pronounce the name right. Dang, they're going to be tying me up. And there fell at that time of the Ephraimites 40 and 2,000. And Jephthah judged Israel 6 years, then died. Jephthah the Gileadite was buried in one of the cities of Gilead. And after him, Ibzan of Bethlehem judged Israel. Ibzan is the 9th judge. And he had 30 sons and 30 daughters, whom he sent abroad, and took in 30 daughters from abroad for his sons. And he judged Israel 7 years. You're not supposed to be doing that, Ibzan. Then died Ibzan and was buried at Bethlehem. And after him, Elon, a Zebulunite, judged Israel. And he judged Israel 10 years. Hold on one second. We got notes. Eighth judge. 9th judge. 10th judge is Elon. Elongated muskrat. A Zebulunite judged Israel, and he judged Israel 10 years. And Elon and Zebulunite died and was buried in Aijalon in the country of Zebulun. And after him, Abdon, the son of Hillel, the Parathonite, judged Israel. And he had 40 sons and 30 nephews, and rode on 70 ass colts, and he judged Israel 8 years. And Abdon, the son of Hillel, the Parathonite, died, and was buried in Parathon in the land of Ephraim, in the mount of the Amalekites. So that is the 11th judge. And that is the end of that chapter. 9, 10, 11, 12. One more chapter. We're going to do chapter 13. Chapter 13, Samson steps into the frame. And then tomorrow, we'll read all about Samson. Because the next... it's only like 4 chapters. Micah and the Danites. The Danites. Yeah. Samson's only like 3 or 4 chapters. 13, 14, 15, and 16. So we'll read 13 today. 14, 15, 16 tomorrow. The talking donkey? Nope, you missed the talking donkey. You're going to have to go back and watch it. What's up, Robert? All right, we'll read chapter 13 and then we're done for today. You ready? Chapter 13. This is Samson's birth. Angel foretells Samson's birth. And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord. And the Lord delivered them into the hand of the Philistines 40 years. And there was a certain man of Zorah of the family of the Danites, whose name was Manoah, and his wife was barren and bare not. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto the woman and said unto her, Behold now, thou art barren and bearest not, but thou shalt conceive and bear a son. Now therefore beware, I pray thee, and drink not wine nor strong drink, and eat not any unclean thing, because he's going to be a Nazarite. The Nazarite vow is you basically have to stay perfect. You don't drink anything, you don't smoke nothing, but I guess, cess is a weakness. For lo, thou shalt conceive and bear a son, and no razor shall come on his head. This is why I used to say my dreads were my Nazarene vow. For the child shall be a Nazarite unto God from the womb, and he shall begin to deliver Israel out of the hand of the Philistines. See, my Nazarite vow. That's why I had the dreadlocks. But I reached perfection. That's why I cut the dreadlocks. Then the woman came and told her husband, saying, A man of God came unto me, and his countenance was like the countenance of an angel of God, very terrible. But I also asked him not whence he was, neither told he me his name. But he said unto me, Behold, thou shalt conceive and bear a son. And now drink no wine or strong drink, neither eat any unclean thing, for the child shall be a Nazarite to God from the womb to the day of his death. So before Samson's even conceived, God has already determined the entire path of his life. Isn't that wild? Then Manoah entreated the Lord and said, O my Lord, let the man of God which thou didst send come again to us, and teach us what we shall do unto the child that shall be born. And God hearkened to the voice of Manoah, and the angel of God came again unto the woman as she sat in the field. But Manoah her husband was not with her. And the woman made haste and ran, and showed her husband, and said unto him, Behold, the man hath appeared unto me, that came unto me the other day. And Manoah arose, and went after his wife, and came to the man, and said unto him, Art thou the man that speakest unto the woman? And he said, I am. And Manoah said, Now let thy words come to pass. How shall we order the child, and how shall we do unto him? And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, Of all that I said unto the woman, let her beware. She may not eat of anything that cometh of the vine, neither let her drink wine or strong drink, nor eat any unclean thing. All that I commanded her, let her observe. And Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, I pray thee, let us detain thee until we shall have made ready a kid for thee. And the angel of the Lord, so they said, Stay with us, let us give you some food. Let us feed you. And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, Though thou detain me, I will not eat of thy bread. And if thou wilt offer a burnt offering, thou must offer it unto the Lord. For Manoah knew not that he was an angel of the Lord. An angel of the Lord. Not definite article. I don't know anything about. Does anyone know why clipping hair is a part of Orthodox baptism part? Something I haven't seen. I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't heard about that. And Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, What is thy name? That when thy sayings come to pass, that we may do the honor. And the angel of the Lord said unto him, Why askest thou thus after my name, seeing it is a secret? So Manoah took a kid with a meat offering and offered it upon a rock unto the Lord. And the angel did wondrously, and Manoah and his wife looked on. Aren't they not supposed to be doing offerings in random places? For it came to pass when the flame went up toward heaven from off the altar, that the angel of the Lord ascended in the flame of the altar, and Manoah and his wife looked on it and fell on their faces to the ground. So So the angel went up through the flames up into the sky. And then they're like, yeah, that was definitely an angel. That was definitely an angel. They fell on their faces to the ground. But the angel of the Lord did no more appear to Manoah and his wife. Then Manoah knew that he was an angel of the Lord. And Manoah said unto his wife, we shall surely die because we have seen God. But his wife said unto him, if the Lord were pleased to kill us, he would not have received a burnt offering and a meat offering at our hands. Neither would he have shown us all these things, nor would as at this time have told us such things as these. And the woman bare a son, and called his name Samson. And the child grew, and the Lord blessed him. And the Spirit of the Lord began to move him at times in the camp of Dan, between Zerah and Eshtaol. The Spirit of the Lord began to move him at times in the camp of Dan, between Zorah and Eshtaol. Tomorrow we get all the deets on Samson. There's just a little appetizer to wet your whistle. Any of my tech nerd people here? No? None of my techie guys are here? Get this out. We got the AIO. Kraken Elite 360. It's a beast. You know, one of the best cooling units available. One of the best. Not the best, but one of the best. Best display, I think. This display is huge, and they say it's the most, definitely the, like, I can change that. I can make this, I can put images on here and videos, all sorts of things on this screen. This is the cooling. This is the cooler. The cooler. This is the cooler for the CPU. There's other fans in the case. This is the liquid cooling system. Liquid runs through these hoses into this thing, and this thing sits on top of the CPU and keeps it cold. And then these fans are a radiator. It's mid. Whatever. What do you got? What's better? What's the better? That there's like one that's better. The Rio, the Asus Rio something Ninja or something like that. It's mid. You don't even know what you're talking about, dude. You don't even know what you're talking about. Anyway, I'm like really tempted to just build the computer without a graphics card just so that we can get it built and get the stream done, because I got monitors coming. I still need Windows. Yeah, I still need Windows. I need Windows and a graphics card. That's it. So hopefully next month we can get the graphics card by next month. But yeah, that's all I need is Windows and a graphics card. Right? I only ordered one monitor. Couldn't get both of them yet. But still, I got a 32-inch curved 2K or whatever. Not 4K because I don't need all that. Just 2K. I call it 2K because I can't remember the numbers. But all right, who else is streaming? Tomorrow we'll get the whole story of Samson. Today we just met him. We just met the guy. Tomorrow you'll find out why I call him Simpson. Redirect. Anybody like small screen streaming that we could redirect to? Just Joel. I'll send you to Joel. It's all right. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I should be back tomorrow to give you. Or wait, no, I gotta get a haircut tomorrow. So I have an appointment at noon. So if we can, if I don't have to do overtime tomorrow, if I get home at a decent time, I might just stream for like an hour. We'll just do like 3 chapters of just the Samson stuff. Because then I got to go get a haircut tomorrow. So, but I should be on for a little bit. Even if it's just for like an hour, I'll drop by tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching. God bless everybody. Have a good one. Go say hi to Joel for me. Deuces.